Hey everybody, hope you're all having a good day. We have the next review banner. Yet it was Fate, specifically the North side, so we kind of call that. I think a lot of us all call that right. So let's just get into the units. I don't know what they do, so yeah, let's go. When this thing decides to load up. Oh, skipped a few frames there. Anyway, witness the pressure spawns. I missed that last part. But here's the barrel. Dark Sprite. Leo.
I am Leo, second prince of Nor, and I expect you to treat me as such.
No, list the voice actors. I don't know. Green,
okay.
Red 2, Cavalier in. Has on an action.
Do I have to?
Oh, yeah, time to trial. Tomb with Dusk enables counter minimum 1. A south switch occurring when son. If Raleigh's movement skills used by him, he gets an action once per turn. After he acts, it counters strings at the condo. Grants special coin -1 to him, and also if number of times he has acted on the current turn, not counting condo, is 2 or less. For foes with resistance less than his resistance plus 5, triggers the following effects based on the foe's position. If foes from previous become center of him, affects attack, rest, -7, and sabotage on foe. If foes in cardinal direction of him, affects gravity on foe. All effects are inflicted through the foe's next action. Then, at start turn, if HP is 20% or above, grants foes to attack speed advantage as equal to number of foes from free comms center him times 3 plus 5, max 14. Deal sounds equal to 20% of his resistance. Yeah, and reduce the percentage of foes non-special time for action skill by 50%. Reposition moves target ally opposite him, which obviously works for Tome with Dusk. Blazing Thunder, before he uses combat. Foes in the area take damage equal to 1.5 times his attack minus foes defense or res. Crystalline Water, attack res plus 8, but loses defense. At the start of the player on face, neutralize panic and any panics on his attack res that take effect at that time. On him at that time. Attack res detect. Attack res -4 on the foe during combat. If a movement skill, obviously we've covered that, it's used by him or targets him, inflicts exposure on closest foe within 5 spaces of both him and the ally targeting him. And foes within 2 spaces of those foes for this action. Then affects attack rest -5 on foe on the map with the exposure effect active and neutralize bonuses associated with stats of those foes during combat. Okay. Then attack rest inside home at the start of turn. If he's within 2 spaces of an ally, attack rest plus 6 and then sight is granted to him and allies within 2 spaces for 1 turn. Which just basically means if they initiate combat after moving to a different space, attack rest is getting added up to a certain amount. Grants bonus to his attack and rest during combat equal to number of allies on the map with the insight effect plus 2. Excluding himself, max 5. Okay. Alright. Each of his actions to learn foes and spaces cooldown. Take out many foes at once with his AoE special. Ah. Next up we have Young Beauty Camilla.
I must be cruel to my enemies. That's what Father wants.
Your next flying unit.
Aha!
Ah, thanks, player. So I didn't even see what was happening there, so let me go back a bit. So the little thing just skipped.
Aha!
Okay. Axe of Dawn. Enables condo max distance plus 1, max 4. Okay, that's just your movements basically. A self-particular current -1. At the start of the player enemy phase, inflicts speed defense -7, discord, and deep wound on foes that are within 2 speeds of another foe for this action. If changes combat or foe speed 75% or above at the start of combat, Grants bonus to her attack speed defense rest equals to number of foes free rush for command center of her times 3 plus 5, max 14. She does plus 5 damage. Y is total number of bonus and penalty effects active on foe and any foes when 2 spaces of those foes, including stat bonuses and stat penalties, times 3. Excluding her specials. Grants special count plus 1 on her per attack to her per attack side during combat. High special defense and stack. Also, if decreasing the speed difference necessary to make a follow attack by 25 would allow her to trigger a follow attack, excluding guaranteed or prevents. Triggers potent X% during combat. If she cannot perform a follow attack, the X is 80, otherwise X is 40. No quota! Boost stands by X% of her attack when special triggers. If the foe is armored, X is 40, otherwise X is 30. If special triggers neutralize foes, reduce times to action effect from non-special skills. Okay. Trample. If she needs to have or if foe's speed is 75% or above at the start of combat, attack speed plus 7 to her during combat. And also, if foe is infantry or armored, or if any space within 2 spaces of her has a defined being effect applied or counts as a difficult terrain, excluding impossible ones, grants an additional plus 3 to attack and speed, and she deals plus 5 damage during combat. It's going to her shows. And if she needs to combat, she can make a follow attack before the foe's first attack. Tut tut. You need her. She can move through foe spaces. She can move into. She can move to a space when 2 spaces of any ally within 2 spaces of her. She can move to a space when 5 spaces where the Divine Fiend effect is applied. At the start of turn, if his space is 20% or above, attack speed plus 6 and reach the percentage of foes non-special reducing X% skill by 50%. During combat, it's granted her and allies within 2 spaces of her for 1 turn. At the start of turn, if HP is 20% or above, after start of turn healing and damage effects apply. Apply Divine Fiend. He is on closest foe spaces and on spaces. On each space within 2 spaces of those spaces for the turn. At the start of turn, if HP is 20% or above, speed defense minus 5 on foe, deals damage equal to 20% of her speed, and neutral effects that prevent a guaranteed foe's follow attack and prevent surge. Okay, and then gains 4. Infantry and armor allies within 2 spaces can move to a space within 2 spaces of her. Grants attack speed plus 3 to infantry and armor allies within 2 spaces of her during combat. And so if those allies' speed is greater than the foe's speed, neutral effects that prevents those allies follow attack during combat. Alright. Can warp 2 foes affected by his and attack thrice in a row past. Never mind.
I won't show mercy.
Understood.
Actually, not warp him. Next up is Sparkling Smile.
It's really big. I got a big brother. I got a big sister. And
Colors. This stuff. Okay. Baton of Dusk. Speed plus 3. Units count to remaining minimum 1. Okay. Calculate damage from stuff like other weapons, so built-in raffle staff. At the start of turn, if HP is 5% or above, attack speed plus 6, treachery, and special content plus 1 per attack during combat. Has presence now. It's granted to her and allies in 2 pieces of her for 1 turn. At the start of turn, if HP is 20% or above, grants foes to her attack speed defense is equal to number of foes for free rolls to command center of her times 3 plus 5, max 14. These damage equal to 20% of her speed, excluding her specials. If there's damage calculated from staff like entering weapon is neutralized, damage from staff is calculated after combat damage is added. And neutral effect guarantees full attack and prevents surge. Return plus. Resource HP equal to 50% of her attack, minimum HP, to target ally, and target ally moves to the opposite side of her. If ally cannot move to the target space, if their allies or foes occupying that space, ally will not move. Using this skill will have no effect on the current charge, and she will not gain experience or SP. This is still treated as movement space for any effects like that. There we go. Holy Panic Start. If the skills use her couldn't come at go down, when special triggers, it boosts damage by 25% of the foe's resistance. Calculate damage is off after combat damage is added. Special triggers during combat, inflicts attack speed +6 and panic on target and foes when 2 speeds of target for his action. So which means she's got Miracle also added in there. Just for anyone who's not aware. When these staff units have these specials, they also have Miracle built in as well. Which I believe they have Miracle learned by default at this point for that. Attack speed Tidings. If she needs combat from free space an ally, grants supposed her attack and speed equal to number of allies from free space of her times 2 + 8. Max is 12. And foe cannot counter attack during combat. Okay, so that's how she's getting her little dazzling staff effect then. Even recovery free. At the start of even number turns, restore 20 HP to allies from 2 spaces of her and neutralize any penalties on those foe allies, excluding penalties inflicted at the start of turn. Alright. Using her baton to increase the allies' stats and charge prevents foes counters. They might make her the 4-star, in which case that's not a bad 4-star. We'll see. And our dual unit is Young Kinships Corin.
We're the same? Strange.
I know, but I'm glad we met.
Blue Dragon Armor Unit. As Savior. Oh, that is a long line attack. Duskstone. It starts with your command zone. If foe turns 2, calculate damage to lower defense raise. Yes. At the start turn, then add at the start of the enemy phase, except for some in similar duels. If his speed turn has are above, apply grants strike like hex to them and allies within 2 speeds of them. And if their special cooling command max value grants cooling command 1. At the start count, if his speed is 25% or above, affects pounds on foes, attack speed defense res equal to number of foes for favorite comp center of 10 times 3 plus 5 max 14. If Seer is triggered, values always treated as 14. They deal plus X damage, excluding Earthquake specials. And reduce damage foes attacked by X during combat, excluding Earthquake specials. Access number of allies reduces damage times 5 max 15. If Savior triggered, values treated as 15. And also, if foes attack can trigger foe special and their resistance is equal or greater than the foe's resistance plus 5. Triggers the following facts during combat. Inflicts conquest +1 on foe's attack before the foe's first attack. Sorry, on foe before the first attack. And the foe's first attack triggers the attack twice effect. Inflicts conquest -1 on the foe before the foe's second strike as well. In case cannot exceed maximum cooling value. If their hit speed is 20% or above the start of combat, and their special cooling count is maximum value, grants cooling count -1 to them after combat. Draconic Hacks inflicts attack speed defense rate -5 on foe during combat, and inflicts penalties on those stats, on each of those stats equal to 5 minus current penalty on each of those stats for the turn. Minimum 0, and stats calculated independently. Dragon Fang Fire. It's one charge twice on the weapon. Boost times by 40% of their resistance when special triggers. If the skill compares their resistance to the foe allies' resistance, it's treated as +5. If their resistance is greater than the foe's resistance, reduce damage from attacks during combat or specials, excluding Roker. Your 5% equal to the difference of stats times X. The X, the max X is max X times 10%. If from early effect specials, X is 8 minus max current current value, otherwise X is 4 minus current value. If special is ready or triggers before during combat, reduce the percent foes not to use X% skill by X%. After combat, if special triggers applies the fine pin water on target space and on each space within 2 spaces of target space for 1 turn. That's a lot of reading. I can't remember what the fine pin water does. Alright. Primordial Boost. Grants HP +5. If food just have to order HP is 50% or above at the start of combat, grants attack speed defense rest +9 to them during combat, and restores 7 HP to them at the combat. Clever Fighter. Inflicts speed defense attack speed -4 on foe. Neutralize effects that guarantees foe's fall attack and prevents theirs. Increases the speed difference necessary for foe to make a volatile attack by 10 during combat. So, for example, the speed difference is increased by 10, must be 15 or more speed. Need more than the foe's. Yeah. Speed must be 15 or more than the foe's speed to make a volatile attack. Stacks with similar skills. And also, if their speed is equal or greater than the foe's speed -10, reduces damage first attack by 10. Then lower guard. If foe trenches 1, can warp into spaces within 3 spaces of them. On foes within spaces 2, can warp within 4 spaces of them. In either case, does not affect foes with the pass or warp effect from structures. If foe trench 1 and initiates combat against an ally within 2 spaces of them, choose your savior. If foe trench 1, defense rest was 4 during combat. Reading! Can reduce area space was 80% and defense against close-up attacks. Come from the map with real skill.
We decide our path!
Okay, dual skill. Grants the following status to them and allies to increase space damage from one turn. Increases speed difference necessary for to make an attack by 10. That applies a 5 PM water to their space and space to increase space of them during for 2 turns. Okay. So it's an okay dual skill. It just plays to their abilities basically.
I won't lose!
Me neither.
And we obviously have our parallel story, precious siblings. And yeah, the sound of the Ranger 4-star is your temperature unit. At least is the 4-star. Okay, we actually have a good 4-star here then. Alright, banner set tomorrow. I don't think there's any debate. Of course, yeah, dual unit takes top priority. I would not mind pulling at least as a 4-star. Then I guess Camilla would be my 3rd, and then obviously Leo's not bad. We might pull Leo, but you know that's just my thoughts. You guys probably think a little different. But guys, what are you giving the banner and stuff? Are you coming or not? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you next time. Bye.